Welcome students, welcome to our LNHV blogs for the preparation of the 12th chemistry. In that chemistry subject, today we are going to start our new session, second session. In that session, the remaining part of the chemical kinetic chapter we are going to study. Then before that, at the last lecture there are the completion of the some points, that is the rate of reaction. The next, the average rate of reaction is get completed, and after that the last point is instantaneous rate of reaction. Instantaneous rate of reaction, overall reaction. That 3 points are get completed at the last lecture. Today we are going to start the next point, how to writing the rate law on the basis of the average rate and the instantaneous rate equation. How to writing of rate law. How to write the rate law? The rate is depends on the concentration of the reactant molecules. If we consider the reactant molecules are A and B, and that is also here it is equal to the K proportionality constant, or K is also known as the rate constant. If there we consider the power X and Y for the concentrations of the given reactant A and B, X and Y are the powers. That is the rate equation for the any given. If we consider that reaction twice of H2O to twice of hydrogen peroxide in the gaseous form, it converted into the twice of H2O, that is the liquid form, and it gives the O2 oxygen molecule. If we write the rate law for the given reaction, for the given equation, the rate law becomes rate is equal to K, that is the rate constant. It is also proportional to rate is depends on, we know that the rate is depends on the concentration of the reagents or the reactant molecule. Here it is the, in that given reaction, the hydrogen peroxide, it is the reagent or the reactant molecule. Then the rate law becomes rate is equal to K into proportionality constant or the rate constant into concentration of H2O2. Here it is the H2O2 peroxide molecule, it is the hydrogen peroxide molecule, it is the reagent. So that is the method to writing the rate law or the rate equation on the basis of these three terms: rate of reaction, average rate of reaction, and the instantaneous rate of reaction. That is the method to writing the rate law. After that, we know the order of, we have to know that the order of a given reaction, order of this given reaction, any reaction, if we consider that, we know that the order of reaction, the next point it is how to represent or how to find out the order of a given reaction. We consider the reaction A plus B, it gives C plus D. So A and B are the reagents, C and D are the products. Small ab are the stoichiometric coefficient or the mole concentrations of that given reagents A and B, and small cd are again the stoichiometric coefficients or the mole concentrations for the given product C and D. If we write the rate equation for the given reaction, then the rate is again depends on the concentrations of reagents or the reactant. So here it is the reactants are A and B. K into concentration of A into concentration of B. If we consider that rate is concentration of A and B, the powers, we know that the powers of that given reagents are X and the Y. The rate is equal, equation becomes the rate is equal to K into concentration of A raised to X into concentration of B raised to Y. So that is the rate equation, writing of rate equation for the given reaction. Then how to find out the order of reaction? The method to find out the order of reaction, it is the, if we consider the A and B, concentrations of A and B, there are the powers on that both reagent concentrations, that are X and Y. If we consider the sum of these two powers, then that sum shows the overall order of reaction. If we consider that X plus Y, so that is called as the overall order of reaction. It is the order of reaction becomes the X plus Y. On that basis, we define that the overall order of reaction, it is the sum. It is the overall order of reaction. It is the sum of the powers of concentration terms in the rate expression or in rate law. Again, that overall order of reaction, it is the sum of the powers of the concentration terms in the rate equation or rate expression, that is known as the overall order of reaction. The example, we take the example for that given order of reaction. Consider again twice of H2O2, twice of peroxide molecule, that is into the gaseous form. It get converted into twice of H2O liquid form plus the state of the oxygen, it is again the gaseous state. If we consider that reaction, the rate equation for that given reaction becomes, rate is equal to, what is the rate equation becomes? Yes, correct. Rate is equal to K into concentration of H2O2. The rate is depends on the concentration of only the H2O2. Only one reactant is there. Therefore, the order of reaction. What is the order of reaction? The order of reaction becomes, it is the first order reaction. The overall order of reaction becomes the first order. The given reaction is the first order reaction. Why it is the first order reaction? Because the rate of a given reaction is depends only on the concentration of one reactant, because there is only one reactant is considered, that is the hydrogen peroxide, that is only one molecule. That's why the rate of given reaction is depends only on the concentration of that hydrogen peroxide, that is the one reagent or the reactant is there. That's why the order of reaction or the overall order of reaction, that becomes the first order reaction. That's the first example. If we consider the another example, okay. If we consider the another example for the order of reaction, the second example, it is H2 molecule. It is again the gaseous form plus I2, that is the twice of iodine. It is again the gaseous form. It gives twice of Hi. It is again into the gaseous form. Then the rate equation for the given reaction, that becomes rate is equal to K into concentration of, we know that the rate is depends on the concentration of the reactant molecule. So here it is the two reactant molecules are there. Therefore the rate of reaction depends on the hydrogen molecule H2 or on the I2. H2 into concentration of I2. So the rate equation becomes rate is equal to K proportionality constant into concentration of H2 into concentration of I2. It means that the rate law expression shows that the overall order of reaction. Therefore, in that given reactions, the two reagents are considered on which the rate of given reaction is depends. If the rate of reaction is depends only on the one reactant, then the order of reaction it is the first order reaction. If the rate of reaction is depends on the two reagents, then the overall order of reaction becomes, the reaction is the bimolecular reaction. That's why the overall rate of reaction is depends on these two reagents. That's why the order of reaction becomes, it is the second order reaction. The reaction, it is the second order reaction.